I don't even feel comfortable having sex with my wife because the bed's there watching me. I feel like I'm being watched.
Wait. Mr. Ross, she doesn't have the bed.
The bed is watching.
Yes.
I'm turning around the bed in the corner watching me.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toller on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Chianta, a 33-year-old bus driver, met her husband, 20-year-old Rashamond, when he boarded her bus. They rode the fast lane of love for 4 years, but now, after 2 years of marriage, Chianta wants off at the next stop.
He's been actively being a ladies' man. He's living a double life.
She dressed inappropriately. She come out with booty shorts on or little lingerie. I got evidence too, by the way.
Chianta says she's done with Rashamond and his double life. Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Chianta Williams and Rashamond Rollins. The two of you have been married for 2 years. You have been together 4 years. You do not have any children together. Now you seek to be married no longer. Mrs. Williams, you have brought Mr. Rollins here seeking $2,000 that you say you gave him for a 2005 Cadillac. But before we get to the situation at hand, I got to ask you, what's up with the bear? I mean, it's a nice bear. He's appropriately dressed, got on a vest and pants, no jeans, good courtroom attire. But why do you have a bear with you in a courtroom?
This is my security blanket. I feel more comfortable when he's with me.
Mr. Rollins, does she do this
all
routinely?
the time? She always take this bear with us. Anywhere we go, she got the bear. I don't even feel comfortable having sex with my wife because the bear's there watching me. I feel like I'm being watched.
Wait. Mr. Ross, she doesn't have the bear.
The bear is watching.
Yes.
I'm turning around the bed in the corner watching me.
He's not in the corner, he's laying beside me.
That's
I don't
even
understand
worse.
why he acts like...
Yes.
I want to cuddle with my wife, but I can't cuddle with her. The bear's in between us.
When you go out to dinner, does she take the bear?
She takes the bear and she makes sure he's dressed.
He's always dressed for the appropriate occasion. I mean,
so
look at him.
you have a wardrobe for the bear?
Yeah, he has a wardrobe. He always has a wardrobe.
Now, Mrs. Williams, 33. That's how old you are.
Yes, I am.
That doesn't sound at all inconsistent with you.
Well, he's 22 years old, so I feel the need. I mean, he's been there all this time. He's faithful, he's committed, he's not leaving me, so why not keep him along for the road?
Okay, so I see, I got it already, Mr. Rollins. I got the first concern already clear, the bear. So I'm gonna go to you, Mrs. Williams. Why don't you tell me what your concern is with respect to this relationship? Tell me why it's gone bad.
When we first met 4 years ago, everything was cool. It was peaches and cream. You know, he was sweet, loving, and I didn't take into account his age because we weren't on that page. So when it progressed...
Mr. Rollins, you're just 20.
Yes.
And you two have been together for 4 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my. Go right ahead, Mrs. Williams.
He'll be 21 next week, so he was close to the legal age. And we didn't...
He was close to legal.
He was close to the legal age, and, you know, we didn't make it illegal, so
I'm not
okay.
making any statement, no. We no confessions are necessary. Keep rolling.
We didn't begin a relationship until he was 18.
I got you.
So it was okay 4 years ago, and it went downhill last year, and it's been going downhill ever since.
Can I ask you a question, just for my edification? It really doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here. What at 29 did you find interesting about a 17-year-old?
He was gorgeous. He still is gorgeous. He's charming. He's
I try to do what I can, that's all, you know.
He's charming. He's a ladies' man, and I was taken by him being a ladies' man.
What was it? What did you have?
It was my honesty, and I was, when we first
go
met,
ahead,
I was
tell me.
interested, and you know, I like older women. They could teach you something, you could learn from, you understand? And younger women, they wasn't in style at the time.
Why do you think he's with you?
Because I'm his security blanket.
In what respect?
I'm completely always there for him. He doesn't have to need much because I'm always there for him. So I'm his security blanket.
Do you provide money? Do you provide shelter? What?
I provide everything for him.
Anger.
Do you work? Anger.
Yeah,
The bear and the anger.
Right.
Mr. Rollins, do you work, sir?
I was currently working when we first met, but due to my part-time job, I wasn't working anymore.
But
it was a summertime job.
Currently, you're not. It was a summer job.
Yeah, summer
when
job.
When you got together, which is appropriate for 18.
Right.
Now, as a married man, have you been actively pursuing employment, or you just don't feel that's necessary?
Yes, I try to do everything in my will to provide for me and my wife.
And what does that entail?
Anything, if I got to go out every day and look for a job, that's what it takes.
Have you been going out every day
Yes,
looking
I
for
have.
a job? Mrs. Williams, is that accurate?
He's been actively being a ladies' man. He's
Right,
living a double life. So don't get things
Let her tell it. I
misunderstood.
don't do nothing
Explain
right.
his double life.
He has 2 Facebook pages. One says that he's single, and the other one says that he's with me. On the one that he says that he's single, I have proof.
You have copies of it?
Yeah, I have proof.
Yeah, and you know, the whole world has proof, Mr. Collins. That Facebook thing, it feels private at the time, but the whole world, you know, even if they're friends of friends of friends of friends, the next thing you know, everybody in town knows what you're doing.
I don't even get on Facebook anymore because of this reason here.
But he has a double life, so don't get it misunderstood. One of the Facebook pages said that he was single. He has about 1,000 friends on there and 20 subscriptions.
Who is Polo?
Polo Rosh is one of his aliases. He has Polo Rosh, he has Antonio, he has Rashamond, and he has Ace. From time to time, I don't know who he is, so I try to deal with whoever I can at that time.
When divorce court continues, are pictures really worth 1,000 words?
What was the purpose of this picture? To whom did you send it? Why did you take it? And who was behind the camera?
Because he said I was sexy.
Who said? You got problems with your mate? Call me toll free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com and become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Chianta Williams, who is divorcing her husband because she claims he's too much of a ladies' man. But does Chianta have evidence to support her claim?
That's not me, clearly.
Ms. Williams, let me ask you this. I understand from your papers, and I found this quite alarming, that you actually put Mr. Rollins on timeout from time to time when he has failed to conduct himself appropriately. Could you explain that to me?
I just hold back on the nookie.
Oh, that kind of timeout. Oh, I see. Well, that's old school. I got you. I thought it was something different. Mr. Rollins, do you feel she treats you like a child?
Yes, she do.
And can you give me some examples of things that she does that you believe is inappropriate for a wife?
Well, I have company over, you know, some friends or family or whatever. She dressed inappropriately. She come out with booty shorts on or little lingerie. I got evidence too, by the way.
So what is it? Is this a booty short picture?
You can look at it and be the judge of that. Y'all see that? Look at the boobs. You gotta get the boobs.
Got it on the screen and everything.
You see Teddy P in the background? Teddy P in the background.
Teddy P is always in the background.
Teddy P is in that corner over there.
But I can't believe.
How's she gonna be sexy with a teddy bear next to her? That's what I don't understand.
Teddy P is always gonna be in the background.
Now, Mrs. Williams?
She loves Teddy P more than she loves me.
What was the purpose of this picture? To whom did you send it? Why did you take it? And who was behind the camera?
Because he said I was sexy.
Who said?
He said I was sexy.
I always tell my wife she's sexy.
He told me I was sexy, so I feel like if I'm sexy, then everybody should know it.
Did you distribute this in any manner?
You know what? My friend took the picture. And he said that I was just as sexy on the picture as well.
And he said?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I got suspicious now, her friend, which is a male.
Yeah, I got that part. If you were to find Mr. Rollins on a bed in a state of seduction, not quite completely clothed, would it distress you?
She had a fit. I'd be in timeout somewhere.
Hang on, Mr. Brown.
He would be in timeout. But the reason that I took that picture is only a reaction to the pictures that I found of him.
What pictures did you find of it? You know, people that you can tell that the whole new modern society, we're all filmed up and digitized. You can't get to anything. I want to see the picture. I've submitted the pictures to the court already. Oh, okay.
He's a cheater. He's a cheater. I figured, right. That's not me, clearly. So that's not the behavior of a married man. So I mean, if you taking pictures, why not I take the same?
Now, let me ask you this, Ms. Williams. Don't you see that, well, okay.
I don't know nothing about them pictures,
I was about to say it looks fairly innocent, but there's a lot going on here.
Do you see him kissing the lady on the picture?
Mr. Rollins, do you have an explanation for that?
I don't even know. I don't know where she got that from. It is like what you just said about so much technology these days. She probably copied and pasted me.
So you're claiming that this was somehow doctored in a manner to become to implicate you in something you had no involvement in, which you had no involvement. Right there. You don't know anything about. You don't know her.
I was saying it before.
Yeah, okay.
This is what I go through. And that's what I go through. And that's what I go through. He's a cheater. He's a cheater.
When divorce court continues, who's really leading the double life?
He was climbing over the fence because the garage door was locked.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And he had to get his car out the garage, so I was telling him to hurry up and go ahead and go outside because, you know, I don't want my husband coming here and find you in it, and I got this robe on. It looks really suspicious, you know.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Rashamond Rollins, who is demanding a divorce from his wife because he claims she treats him like a child. But will Rashamond be forced to pay back $2,000 Chianta says she loaned him for a car?
He saw a car. He didn't have two nickels to rub together, as usual.
Yana, the only reason why my actions been the way they have been because I've been catching her up doing stuff too. She is not the angel that she presents herself to be today.
Tell me what you've caught her doing.
One day I'll come home. Surprised her.
And I know she did it already. She, you know, never play poker, Mrs. Williams, because they'll get you. Go ahead.
So, I walk to the back of the house, I see somebody pulling out the garage, and I'm looking like, who is this guy, you feel me? Now I see her in the road. Like, what's going on? She trying to play it off, this her cousin, or this a family relative, or whatever.
That was my
I never met the man before, never seen him before. And I don't think I seen him after that.
You did see him after that, and that was my cousin. My cousin asked, could he park his car in my garage? And since he was coming home, I told my cousin, you might as well just go ahead and leave because, you know, Rosh doesn't like you.
That don't make no sense.
Okay, well, he was climbing over the fence because the garage door was locked.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And he had to get his car out the garage, so I was telling him to hurry up and go ahead and go outside because, you know, I don't want my husband coming here and find you in it, and I got this robe on. It looks really suspicious, you know.
It was really suspicious.
It wasn't really
just
suspicious.
Looking.
It was really innocent because he was my cousin. My cousin.
You know, they got a lot of cousins. You got a 9th cousin, 12th removed, and you can do bad things with the Mrs. Williams. I don't believe you for a moment. Had I not been a judge, I wouldn't have believed you. Anybody wouldn't have believed you. You were wrong. You know you were wrong.
I know I'm a good man.
Mr. Rollins, you say that your sex life at home is dead.
It's
not
dead.
sick, not bad, but dead. Explain that to me.
Really?
It's been explained already.
Really?
Time out.
Stop.
Now, if it's a timeout every day or listen, the lady have mood swings. All right? Now, she got sleeping problems, so she takes sleeping pills. She nodded off. She don't even have the energy to have sex with her man. What's the problem? Then you listen. I can't have sex with you when Teddy P anyway. So,
Ms. Williams, he's saying generally, for whatever reason, for a variety of reasons, he is not getting enough sex at home.
No.
Do you think back, think about frequency,
once a week,
and ask yourself, does he have a point?
No, he doesn't have a point. First of all, Judge, I'm not a machine. He chooses to treat me like a machine, but I'm not a machine. He knew when he got into this relationship that he wasn't getting into a relationship by himself, or by myself, basically. He knew Teddy P was there. Teddy P is not going anywhere, so don't use Teddy P as an excuse for why we're not having as much sex. We don't have as much sex as we used to because he's on timeout majority of the time now. He's on timeout majority of the time now because he doesn't want to act like an adult. He wants to act like a child.
What? First of all, you're standing before me, a grown woman, pointing over at this 20-year-old man and telling me indignantly that he acts like a child while you're wrapped around a teddy bear.
When divorce court continues, does Rashamond push Judge Lynn too far?
I take her to breakfast one morning. We at the restaurant sitting down eating. Now, I'm having a discussion with her. I just seen the lady, not like your hair, but she had a low fade like me. So I tell her, like, babe, I can't see myself having sex with no female that got a low haircut like mine. Now, look, it was way lower than yours.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Look.
Divorce court returns with the case of Chianta Williams and Rashamond Rollins, who are calling it quits after 2 years in a bumpy marriage.
Why don't you tell me what the final straw was, Mrs. Williams?
The final straw was he decided in November to not come home. He left out going to visit friends and family, and he didn't come home. I didn't hear from him until the next day that afternoon.
Mr. Rollins, what is your version of that story, sir? Did that happen?
Well, honestly, she just don't trust me. Anything I do, she don't believe. Yana, I take her to breakfast one morning. We at the restaurant sitting down eating. Now, I'm having a discussion with her. I just seen the lady, not like your hair, but she had a low fade like me. So I tell her, like, babe, I can't see myself having sex with no female that got a low haircut like mine. Now, look, it was way lower than yours.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Look,
that's what I'm talking about.
I was trying to work with you on that one, Mr. Rollins.
Thank you.
That was inappropriate.
To me,
so?
To me.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
It wasn't like I told her I want to have sex with this lady.
No, but I get it. I get it. Okay.
But no,
why don't you,
hey.
Tell me about the $2,000 you're seeking from Mr. Rollins, please.
I loaned him $2,000 so he can get a 2005
You loaned
Cadillac.
him?
Loaned him.
She ain't loaned me.
Explain the nature of the conversation that established that loan.
Right.
He saw a car. He didn't have two nickels to rub together, as usual. He wanted the car. That's my husband.
I'm broke now.
You rich now. He didn't have two nickels to rub together. That's my husband. Go on here, write the check for the $2,000. Let's get the Cadillac.
Mr. Rollins, do you want to respond? You don't have to because she didn't establish anything, but go ahead.
Right.
If you feel like you need to say something, don't say the wrong thing.
No, I'm definitely not going to say the wrong thing. This is supposed to be my wife. Now, we join custody with everything, and we 50-50 with everything. If she sees something she like, or Teddy P want a new outfit, and she ain't got two niggas to rub together, I'm going to give it to her out of me just doing that. That's my wife. Now, when we first got the car, it was, okay, it's a gift type thing. It wasn't no negotiable, wasn't no loans and none of that.
Yeah, I got that. Ms. Williams, the situation that you explained to me is dispositive, and I will talk about that momentarily. I find it quite ironic that I am about to tell a woman who's actually holding a teddy bear that she got a guy before he was ready. He wasn't mature enough. He was 18. You have to give people an opportunity to become who they are before you marry them. And at 18, a person is not who they are. The situation you described for me is he was your husband, he expressed I want, you fulfilled it. There are no terms of a loan. A loan is you can have this money for a certain period of time after which you will pay me back. That is not the situation described. A gift is a gift is a gift. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Chianta says bringing Rashamond into divorce court made her want to hold on to Teddy P even more tightly than before. She insists that if she has to make a choice between her beloved Teddy and her husband, she will kick her man to the curb without a backward glance.